So I get this question a lot. We run a Facebook ad service, where we do management to coaching down to, done for you services and do it yourself. And so I have a lot of people who ask me, when should I start doing Facebook ads? And so I want to touch on that. And I think, there's a couple of different things. If you're doing it yourself and you know what you're doing, Facebook can be one of the cheapest ways to get leads. So if you really know what you're doing, or you have the right coaching, or you have the courses, and you have some experience, or you have someone guiding you, I think even if you haven't closed any deals yet, you could get in there and at least start spending a little bit of money and do that consistently in the background and kind of work that into some of the things that you're doing. The caveat to that is, without any training or the right guidance, there's a big room for error, and you can end up spending a lot of money and not generating any leads, not getting the quality that you want from Facebook. And so there's a lot of things that you want to make sure that you're doing correctly before you start spending money on Facebook. Really can't emphasize that enough. Running Facebook ads, I think, on its own is challenging, but running them for motivated sellers is just one step further. I do think, if you do know what you're doing, or you get the right training, you could start implementing that as soon as you can, within your marketing budget. But if you're looking to hire someone and go with the management route, it might be something that you implement, I think, after you already have some other marketing channels in place that are at least bringing in 1 to 2 deals a month or so. And it would be really for someone who was looking to scale up from 1 to 2 deals a month over to 2 to 3 deals a month. When it comes down to implementing a new marketing channel, you are going to be running in the red for a couple months. It's just the nature of what we do. It takes weeks, sometimes months, to get a deal from under contract or from the day you speak to them to closing. And so, if you're paying management fee, you're also running Facebook ads. And I really think, if you're spending a couple $100s, a few $100s a week, you have a really good chance of getting yourself the data and the leads that you need in order to scale your operation and get some deals closed. That being said, it could be the first lead, or it could be the 30th lead that comes in. That's going to be someone that wants to sell today. And that's probably the truth with any marketing channel. It's not going to be every single person that wants to sell today. Most people are going to be in some sort of circumstance where they will be able to, or want to be able to, or are motivated to be able to sell soon, because of whatever is triggering them to want to take a cash offer. And it really comes down to time and circumstance. So we want to really leave I would say a 2 to 3 month window with any marketing channel of understanding, hey, I'm going to do this consistently. And I think if you do any of these marketing channels consistently long enough, you're going to get a deal. You're going to get someone who is looking to sell today. And if you're consistent about your follow-up, you're going to be talking to someone in month 1 that's going to want to sell in month 3 or month 5 or month 7. And really, when you look at your campaigns 2 to 3 months out, whether you're looking at any marketing channel, it's not really fair to say, I made X amount of dollars. Maybe if you look back at it from a year perspective, and you can look, hey, this person I talked to in month 1, I actually ended up closing on in month 7. That's a big thing to kind of just frame what we're talking about, and to really understand before you get into implementing Facebook ads. But that being said, if you have the right systems in place and you have the right protocol, most of our clients are seeing a deal every 5 to 8 weeks. They typically get their first deal, and that starts to compound. Like I said, they're doing their follow-up, and deals start to come in more regularly. But yeah, it's usually within the first 30 leads or so. At least spending somewhere between $100 to $200 a week, generating somewhere between 3 to 7 leads a week on average nationwide. And those are the results you're looking for. I mean, I definitely notice in certain cities and certain markets, you're just, quite frankly, you're just going to pay more for your Facebook ads. Especially what I've noticed is out on the West Coast, places like LA and Phoenix. It's just going to be a little bit more expensive. I think there's just more people out there spending money on Facebook. And so naturally, it's a bidding system. You're going to end up paying a little bit more. So there are variables, but that's really what you should be aiming for. And your threshold for making 5, 10, 15, $20,000 on average with a wholesale deal allows you to really pay for your marketing budget. We close one deal and boom, wiped out. So I think what's important to understand is, what do you feel comfortable spending month after month, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 months, without losing your shirt? And does that put you into the Facebook's going to be on the back burner, or is Facebook, based off of my experience or the coaching that I can afford, and the ads on a consistent basis that I can afford to implement now, and the other deals that I have coming in from other marketing channels are going to pay for this until it starts paying for itself. Because ideally, what you want to do with any marketing channel is, you're going to be running in the red at first, you're going to be spending your money, but once you close a deal, it's paying for itself. You can either scale it or implement the next marketing channel. That's the idea. What we think is important to consider as you're getting into Facebook ads. Smash that like and subscribe button if you want to hear more about